When I was a young single mother living in a small apartment in Brentwood with my son, I had a moment of clarity. It was time for my son and me to have a home. I was lucky enough to find a house on a street called Mandeville Canyon that had what realtors called good bones, but it definitely needed work. It needed a little imagination. Fortunately, I have a lot of imagination. I redesigned the pool and the guest house, painted a few walls in lacquer, installed a dramatic powder room sink that made people stop and stare, and at the entrance, I created something really special, a koi pond that ran beneath the walkway to the front door. When you approached the house and stepped on that path, you really felt like you were walking on water. It gave the whole property a sense of quiet magic. When the house was finally finished, I invited a few friends over for cocktails. One of them arrived with a date, a gentleman who introduced himself as a TV executive. We chatted for a few minutes, and then he began touring my house, which I found a little bit strange, a little bit pushy, but then again, he came with my friend. I'm sure he was fine. He walked out the door, stood out in front for a few minutes, and walked back in. He walked right over to me and said something that changed my life. "I'd like to buy your house." I laughed. "Thank you," I said, "but it isn't for sale." He smiled in a way that made me think he was used to hearing that. Then he said something I've never forgotten. "Everything has a price."